working till I'm the best up. I've been trying to do right, but getting left much. Slipped and fell a few times, still got my chest up. In the gym, I got my chest up. New Tacovas on my toes, now that the check's up. Giddy up! Lock in, lights, camera, action. Telly, ESPN, it's a top scene. Lock in, lights, camera, action. I don't fold a band when it's time to win. Trolling cause we're rolling under lights, we don't get anxious. Do it with a purpose, we don't do it to be famous. Really, they been hating cause they ain't us. Lock in and get dangerous. Look in the mirror just for motivation. I see my past, I see my kids, it gets me motivated. Don't gotta say it, I just know they're hating. Little white boy, tattoos and money, Ben had that motion, baby. I got that motion like the ocean, baby. 9 to 5, then the 5 to 9, yeah, they used to call me crazy. I put that work in, you can't call me lazy. I'm in the light, no pressure, never faze me. Got me shining like a diamond, put one on my lady. Only one girl who could call me baby. Vision clear, I used to see it hazy. Vision clear, I can see it now. Every time they try to take me out, back to back, I'm wildin' now. I hit the top and didn't say a word. I hit the top and didn't say a word, and still they never shout me out. This not for you, I'm trying to make me proud. This not for you, I'm trying to make me proud. In the mirror, say it loud. Lock in, lights, camera, action. Telly, ESPN, it's a top scene. Lock in, lights, camera, action. I don't fold a band when it's time to win. Trolling cause we're rolling under lights, we don't get anxious. Do it with a purpose, we don't do it to be famous. Really, they been hating cause they ain't us. Lock in and get dangerous. Lock in, lights, camera, action. Telly, ESPN, it's a top scene. Lock in, lights, camera, action. I don't fold a band when it's time to win. Trolling cause we're rolling under lights, we don't get anxious. Do it with a purpose, we don't do it to be famous. Really, they been hating cause they ain't us. Lock in and get dangerous. What you get, you see, I'll always be me. What you get, you see, I need no ID. I need nothing, no, something wrong. I like Kim Rose, I need money rolls, rip it go. See you when I'm old. In a Tesla, still would ride a diesel. I'm not Greeno, but the checks was. Now they come in wires, I'm retired off the best ones. I was in the creek, then in the dirt, I lived on both sides. Still was always me, no double life, can't pick the best ones. Friends, they come and go, still are the best ones. Through the lowest lows, and I still got blessed up. I've been running non-stop, I can't rest up. I'll just keep on working till I'm the best up. I've been trying to do right, but getting left much. Slipped and fell a few times, still got my chest up. In the gym, I got my chest up. New Tacovas on my toes, now that the check's up. Giddy up! Lock in, lights, camera, action. Telly, ESPN, it's a top scene. Lock in, lights, camera, action. I don't fold a band when it's time to win. Trolling cause we're rolling under lights, we don't get anxious. Do it with a purpose, we don't do it to be famous. Really, they been hating cause they ain't us. Lock in and get dangerous. Look in the mirror just for motivation. I see my past, I see my kids, it gets me motivated. Don't gotta say it, I just know they're hating. Little white boy, tattoos and money, Ben had that motion, baby. I got that motion like the ocean, baby. 9 to 5, then the 5 to 9, yeah, they used to call me crazy. I put that work in, you can't call me lazy. I'm in the light, no pressure, never faze me. Got me shining like a diamond, put one on my lady. Only one girl who could call me baby. Vision clear, I used to see it hazy. Vision clear, I can see it now. Every time they try to take me out, back to back, I'm wildin' now.
Are you ready? Right, just a quick announcement. If you're still playing matches, apologies, there's going to be quite a lot of distraction whilst I chunter on for a little bit, just welcoming in the final. If you guys want to take a pause in your matches, please do so. Otherwise, we're going to start getting the final underway. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final of the main event for our third event since we've been back. So, it's been a real pleasure to be able to put on this event. Hopefully everybody's enjoyed themselves. Most of all, I'd like to thank all the tournament directors, referees, etc. So Julian Roper, Dean Sporton, Andy Yates and Silla, who's just been new into us as well. Thank you very much for all your hard work getting this together. Ben, our normal videographer, unfortunately had to take his dad to hospital, so he's been unavailable. So I'd like to thank Andrew Fan for stepping in to take photos and do some videos of the final. So thank you very much for stepping in at the last minute. And of course I'd like to thank Sam Jones from TYPLive, who's putting on the live streams on the main event, on the main table. He's been doing an amazing job, I think we'll agree, so please give him a round of applause. Of course, most of all, I'd really like to thank all the staff here at Spots and Stripes. This is the third event, they've been absolutely unbelievable. They're so helpful, they've been so welcoming, they've been keeping all the equipment in great shape. So they've been dealing with all your orders and all that stuff like promptly, and I don't think anybody's had diarrhea from the kitchen yet. So thank you very much, well done to everybody here at Spots and Stripes. So I just want to, well, without any massive fanfare, but just want to introduce the referee for today's main event final. He's been a professional snooker referee for over 15 years. He is also one of our tournament directors. He's an absolute legend, is Andy Yates. So of course, it's been a massive battle to get through all the rounds. We all know that yesterday's schedule is a tough one. It's a matter of stamina to be able to get all the way through to the final of the main event. It's now time to crown the new Event 3 champion. First up, he came into 9-ball after a break of 10 years without playing 9-ball. He managed to beat the runner-up of Event 2, Ramesh Gokul, with no fluky shots whatsoever. He is a former Pot Black Junior champion, former Star of the Future, and he's winning your hearts. It's Liam the Spunk. Music, to be honest with you, because it's something about some North London club or something. Forever can't win trophies, can't win the Premier League, you know. So, but Liam apparently is an Arsenal fan. So, next up, I've got to be honest with you. I watched a little bit of the match. He had an absolutely immense semi-final against Dean Shields. For us, he's the best Filipino in the UK. He's a multiple champion in the Philippines. He's won just about everything there is to win in London. And his nickname is not because of his smelly farts. It's Mark the Silent Assassin Capito.
Good evening and welcome to the final of Event 3 of GB9. Event 1, the trophy went to Wales. Event 2, it went to Scotland. It's going somewhere else today. It's either England or the Philippines. And I'm very pleased to be able to say welcome to Graham Hamilton, who's joining us for the final.
Ben, thank you very much. Thanks for the introduction. Very kind of you, and good to have you back in the booth as well. You're not playing this week, of course, but you've turned up, and it's absolutely great to have you.
Thanks, Graham. Some people would say I didn't turn up last time to play either, but...
Oh, well, you almost got there, pal. You almost got your hands on some silverware. Anyway, it's not about you or me. It's about these guys. So Mark Capito wins the lag. And here we are, race to 11.
Yeah, and this is actually a rematch. They played each other in an earlier round, and Liam won that one 9-4. So Mark will be looking for some revenge here.
Isn't that interesting? So 1 in the side, and he's not got a shot on the 2. Yeah, that's incredible that the guys have played already. It really adds a little bit of extra drama to what's already going to be a great final.
Yeah, Mark had to come through the losers section as a result, but strung some great matches together. I was there watching the semi-final against Dean Shields, and that was tense just watching it.
It was. I just tuned into the very last rack. Dean didn't look too happy, unfortunately, just at the end there. Great player, of course, Dean. He was one of the favourites coming into this main event, so it's a great scalp for Mark.
Mark pushes out here, so gives the opportunity for Liam to play a nice safety shot. Those balls in the middle of the table lend themselves quite well.
And I wonder, with these guys having already played in this event, do you think with Liam being the winner and a comfortable winner of that match earlier in the tournament, is that going to add some extra pressure on him? Is he going to feel that pressure? So I fancy a little jump here for Mark. Just looking possibly where he can kick from. Yeah, he is going to go for a kick. He is Filipino after all. In fact, no, it's just a swerve he's going to go for. Round the 7. It looks like he's going to give up somewhat of a shot on the 2. Does the 2 pass the 5? Or the 4, sorry. I've been playing with the Matchroom set of Aramith balls for the last 5 years, and I still can't get these 2 worked out.
Well, you can see there quite clearly it doesn't pass the 4. So, Liam with a decision to make.
Oh, what a shot. I didn't see him take that on. I thought he was going to try and run for cover. Outstanding shot. Even more impressive the fact that he's given himself a shot on the 3 as well.
Yeah, he struggled early on in the semi-final. Both him and Danny Gockel did with the pace of the table. But as we got towards the end of that match, I definitely saw him really take advantage of learning the speed, and it looks like it's continuing here.
Really nice angle here on this 4. Just to drop down for the 5. He just wants to make sure he avoids this 7 and 9. Uh-oh. Needs it to slow down.
It's getting close.
Oh, I think he's just got away with it. The difficulty now is, again, trying to avoid that 7 and 9 for the 6. I guess he could just roll this up into centre table. Could potentially travel with the cue ball off the top rail and back out. I think that's a shot I would personally play. But yeah, he's just going to do a wee stroke there. That's okay. A little bump in the 7 just to help it past the 9. Cueing slightly over the 8. Nothing dramatic. Nicely done. And a really nice way to settle himself in his first major final, I guess, for quite some time.
Yeah, it took him a real number of racks to settle into the semi-final, so this is very different.
And I wonder if this is going to be an advantage for Liam, the fact that he's just come off this table. Of course, Mark was playing on our mini arena table. A little bit, I mean, they're similar tables, I guess, but there we are, just takes that one away. So yeah, I mean, both tables are the same kind of brand, the same cloth, same balls. I do believe this table that we're watching right now, the main arena, this is a brand new table, actually brought in specifically for this event, so I would imagine it plays a little bit different.
Yeah, that explains somewhat what I was being told earlier by some of the players, where they were finding it a little bit slow.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Maybe takes a wee bit of time just to bed in, the rails especially. I wonder if that's going to affect Mark once we get an opportunity to see him try and run through a rack. We'll see how he negotiates it. So yeah, so Liam having been the victor of this matchup earlier on in the tournament, I reckon that's going to give him plenty of confidence going into this one. But there's a big difference between facing each other early in the tournament and in the main event final. So here we go, Liam Monk to break off. 1 ahead. And again the 1 in the side. He's not going to get a shot in the 2, I don't think. And that 3 just getting in the way.
Yeah, he actually finished off his semi-final with a golden break. So he knows how to break on this table. Just pushing out here. Going to leave a tester for Mark.
And Mark doesn't want to be too desperate here to take this on. I understand he's 1-0 down, he wants to make his mark on the match, but doesn't want to take on anything silly. But he is a shooter, that's for sure, Mark Capito. I've played him before, and if there's an opportunity to attack, he's going to take it. This is a tester.
Like you say, he has taken it on. Has he got away with it?
I think he's left a shot on the 2. I don't think he's going to cut this one, though. I would be really surprised. Look at the number of balls he can hide behind here. I would expect him to leave the 2 on the bottom rail. Send the cue ball up table. I want to take this opportunity just while we're waiting on Liam work this one out. I want to give a shout out to Scotland's Matthew Wrigley for an outstanding result earlier in the competition, beating Imran Majid, an absolute stalwart of the British 9-ball scene. Matthew, young guy, he's going to have a big future in this game. What an incredible result that was for him. So Liam has split the cushions, as I said, but he has left a shot. That was quite a poor shot, I have to say. He had plenty of balls to hide behind there. Open shot here for Mark.
Yeah, and just going back to that match with Matthew and Imran. Imran was actually 6-2 ahead. And Matthew then reeled off every other rack, I think, to win that match. Oh, he might have dropped one in the way. But yeah, he came back. I think he won that 9-7 in the end. From 6-2 down, that's pretty incredible.
Oh, that's an unforced error there from Mark Capito. full in the face there on the 6. Giving up a chance here for Liam now. The 3's not going to pass the 7, so he's going to have to work something out. I think the combination is relatively straightforward. Just needs to land in the right space. Needs to avoid this 6 actually as he comes up for the 3. He's gone round the 6. He's overrun it a little bit though.
And there you can see what he's faced with. It's a tricky little one. Just the 7 is really awkward. Too far away from the pocket. Make it an easy combo. And blocking most of the pocket for the 3.
If he does take on the combination, the 3 is naturally going to come along this bottom rail and go towards the left bottom pocket. So controlling that cue ball is absolutely crucial here. I would expect him just to run the cue ball through a little bit. Let's see what he's deciding to do. Oh, it passes. Wow, okay. Nicely worked out.
Yeah, he did not have a lot on the pocket there to aim at. He definitely caught the draw.
It was one of those shots that had to be 100% accurate. If he catches that 7, it's staying out. Slightly hampered cueing, but he's dealt with that absolutely fine. And suddenly, we don't appear to have any issues here. Oh, he just caught the rail with that one. Most importantly, he hit it soft enough. Gave the pocket every opportunity to take the ball. As you can see in the background, there's plenty of action still going on, even though this is the main event final. Nicely done. And we're looking at 2-0 here.
Yeah, and just that action is going on in the background. The tiered events that take place when players are knocked out the main event, they go into, well, now 3 tiers. There's tier 1 and tier 2. And there's also now, we're trialling a pro event tomorrow with the top 8 players in this event, and that will be ran to Matchroom winner breaks format. So be slightly different to this alternate break format. As Liam comfortably deposits the 9 for a 2-0 early lead.
Yeah, that was a poor effort of a safety there from Mark Capito, and he deserved to be punished there. And Liam is looking pretty sharp. He does not look overwhelmed in the slightest bit at the prospect of playing in such a big event. I'm not too familiar with Liam. I've been playing on the GB9 since 2017. He definitely wasn't around then. I think actually Dan mentioned during the introductions that he was slightly retired, I guess, from 9-ball for about 10 years or so.
Yeah, something else he mentioned. He said he was a pot black junior champion.
It's incredible. I mean, you can see, can't you? He's got a really good technique, very, very snooker-like technique. So that's not surprising. Okay, so Mark Capito breaking off 2-0 down. Needs to make something happen here.
Yeah, his first break was successful, but he didn't have a shot on the 2.
This cue ball's going close. Well, he does appear to have a shot here. 2 to the left-hand middle pocket. He's going to be cueing off the rail ever so slightly, so just needs to be careful. Just a little bit of bottom on this one, just to stun across for the 3. Might actually be pushing this one through. There we are. Oh,
well, he was up on that super quick.
He was, and he's got away with it. And the thing is, like, I've been watching Mark for a little while now, and that is his technique. You know, he does actually jump up on the shot quite a lot. I guess, you know, of course the Filipino style, very, very unique. Yeah, definitely lots of body movement there, and I think that's certainly affecting him. He wanted to just try and bump it off that top rail and come down for the 3. Didn't work. So what's Liam going to do here?
Well, he's desperately trying to work something out. And he's scratching his head, both figuratively and literally, as he tries to see what the best option is.
I am right down the barrel of this 2-ball here. The 2 does pass the 6.
And I'm right down the barrel of the line between the cue ball and the 2, and he can't get to the potting angle without jumping over the edge or slightly swerving the cue ball.
The 6 is in the way. It's not a full pocket for Mark. So this is a super tough pot. I'd be surprised if he takes it on. I think he's just going to try and swerve it. So he is taking it on.
That is so tough.
Not going safe. Okay. Where's it going to land? Mark's making too many mistakes at this moment. And once again, he's given over a relatively straightforward run out for Liam. No major obstacles here that I can see. I'm just watching Mark here in his chair. He's just shaking his head.
Yeah, there you see him in the background. Towards the end of the semi-final, he was definitely showing signs of nerves, which you never really see from him. But in the semi-final, I mean, it just had that tenseness about it.
It's such a big event, that's the thing, you know, and I know that Mark's quite successful, certainly on the London pool scene, but there's a huge difference between winning one of the local London tournaments and actually going all the way in the GB9 main event. Okay, so Liam is relatively straight on this 4. He's got a wee bit of angle. Personally, for me, I would push this forwards. Top left-hand side, 2 rails and out.
Yeah, you can see that angle. Looks like he agrees with you.
Nice strike. Doesn't want to land straight. Doesn't want to land straight. I think he's okay. I think he's got a little bit of angle. Not a huge amount of angle to work with, but I think there's just enough. Nicely negotiated. And it looks like he's full of confidence at this moment.
Bit of a stretch here for a right-hander though. Table's in the way.
It is. He's not too comfortable. Just resting his leg on the table. Yeah, and it wasn't a clean pot, but again, he's had it at a really good pace. Look at that beautiful trophy in the background.
Yeah, I was looking at that just before the match started. I do like a trophy with a bit of history on it, and there's quite a few winners etched onto that.
It's one of the great things about this new version of GB9 is that there's such a nod towards the history of the tournament, and that's really great to see. I think we saw in event 1 they had the old trophy for that one, and it's great to see that we've still got one of the old trophies for this one as well. Okay, a little tester here for Liam. Just needs to stay still in this shot. But oh, it rattled, but it's okay.
He did that in his semi-final as well, in the same pocket. It's just both times he's just got the rub of the green and the ball's just dropped. But he makes the most of it.
Nicely done there from Liam Monk. So 3-0 ahead. Listen, it's a race to 11. It's only 3-0, but you kind of feel things are slightly running away from Mark. Plenty of time still to turn it around. What I will say, Ben, this is when we look at these two finalists and you look at the field that started the tournament yesterday, would you have expected this to be the final?
I don't know if anybody would have called these two players out. I think possibly that Mark Capito would have got a shout. I don't know if Liam would have. He's fairly unknown, to be fair, but
absolutely.
No, you've seen him play. But I mean, Fraser Patrick was the heavy favourite, heavy favourite, and was just put to the sword this morning by Ashik Nathwani. 9-1, I believe it was.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't get to see that match, unfortunately. It was one that I did want to see because I know how dangerous Nathan Waite is. Absolutely excellent player. But yeah, that was a great win for him. Imran Majid, of course. I mean, that's what I'm amazed is that we haven't seen Imran in a final yet this year.
No, well, I think we talked about it before where GB9 used to be the Mark Gray and Imran Majid show.
That's right, yeah.
But Imran, I was really happy to see him back, and I'll tell you why. When he had an event in Saudi Arabia with the World Championships, he had to forfeit a match halfway through. I was refereeing that match, and you could see he was very, very uncomfortable in his chair. And he actually had pneumonia. He went to the hospital and had pneumonia and had to stay in Saudi for a little while, then came back. And this is his first event back, and he says he's still not 100%, but he looks so much better than he did at that time.
That's good. Well, that'll explain perhaps why he's underperformed this week. Hopefully we'll see him run back. I remember event 1 as well, he had some issues with his elbow. I think he had strapping on his elbow as well. So yeah, it's just not working out for him at this moment. But you know, I will say, and nothing against Imran, I've got an enormous amount of respect for him. He's such a great player. I'm actually kind of glad that he's not dominating. You would have expected, as you say, it was the Imran Mark Gray show for such a long time. Carol Boys before them. You know, you would have expected it to just be Imran.
Yeah, but so far, I think we've had 6 different finalists.
Isn't that great? Brilliant.
Yeah.
What an advert for the tour. You know, it really does show that it's anyone's.
And we're obviously going to crown a 3rd different winner today. And will we see the same again at event 4? Now, I don't know if you know this little tidbit of information that Dan shared with me earlier, but event 4 takes place just before the Moscone Cup.
Yes.
28th to the 30th November, and he's already had some interest from some American fans that are coming over.
Wow, how good is that
going to be? They are obviously already going to the Moscone Cup, that want to enter the tour. So,
excellent.
Dan has made the decision, or I should say the GB9 committee have made the decision. They're reserving 12 spaces for the American fans that are coming over.
Great.
So that there'll be some more different players in these events.
How good is that going to be? I mean, that's amazing. You know, and great for the tour as well, especially if we can try and get, I mean, what an amazing stream that TYPLive puts on here. So if we can try and get a little bit of exposure outside of the UK, it can only be good for this game. But yeah, that's great news. I thought you were going to say that the American team were going to participate.
Well, watch this space, because who knows?
Who knows? Great shot there from Liam. Just a little bit of angle. That's all that he needs. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not going to be able to make that last event, which is a real shame because I've absolutely loved GB9 this year. I've been able to play every event. Okay, so little tester here for Liam. He's not perfect on this 9. But so far he's proven that he's in great form right now. And look at how he's queuing. Look at where his body is. This isn't easy. Oh, he's rolled it in nicely. Made it look easy, and it's 4-0. And this is quite reminiscent of event 1, where we saw Stephen Ellis run away with it against Terry Challenger. So let's hope Mark can get his arm going. So yeah, we've got, as I said earlier on, we've got a couple of matches happening all around the room. Tier 1 and Tier 2 happening at the moment. Got a close match with Phil Wildman and Simon Ayers, 6-4 to Phil. James Channon is giving Imran Majid a good test over there on our other stream table. 5-3 it is to Imran. You can watch that one on the Spots and Stripes YouTube channel if you prefer it. But this is the main event. You don't want to miss this. So here we go. Mark Capito needs to get going. Needs something to happen on this break.
Yeah, and he had a really good chance from his last break.
But he might have a chance here. Oh, the 6 ball. He's okay. And the 5 ball's just stopped in time as well. So we're going to have a chance. The question is, how straight is he on this 2? it looks to me like there's just a little bit of angle. He can maybe just push this through. He's had a couple of bad misses, Mark, so he really could do with a few balls just to try and get his confidence back. And this one here is going to be a bit of a test of cueing. For someone who perhaps isn't feeling at the top of his game at this moment. Perfect. What a shot. And that's going to do wonders for his confidence. Beautifully struck. The 5 will pass the 6 into the top right. This will be massive if Mark can run these ones out. Now he's going to be cueing over the 9, or certainly his body's going to be over the 9. Just to add a little bit of complication. The referee's going to be watching this one close, and that's okay. Andy Yates, our experienced referee, one of the GB9 committee. He's been instrumental in the success of the return of the GB9. Andy was at 16 years he was a snooker ref. Very highest level. But more impressively, he's a Tier 2 winner. Forget about all his years of experience, that means nothing here at the GB9.
Oh, well, now I might have to play again then.
Oh, you got so close, pal. I was backing you. Yeah, I think you need to get the cues out for event 4 in November, as you say. Nicely done from Mark Capito. You've got to respect this. You know, he's had a really bad start to the match. A couple of bad misses. Not feeling the most positive. But a break and run from Mark Capito, and he has got 1 on the board.
Yeah, and he took those out really, really well. Much more solid in his stance. Made sure he didn't move on any of those shots.
So along with Tier 1, we've got Tier 2 also. And the losers round 5 stage, Mikey Duncan from Scotland is 6-4 up on Stephen Moriarty. That's a race to 7, of course. Keep you updated with some of the other scores. And James Channon's got 1 more back against Imran Majid, so 5-4 to Majid. And that'd be a great result for James Channon if he can see that one through. Okay, here we go. So Liam Monk breaking off. 4-1 ahead, race to 11, the main event final of GB9. He's missed the 1 this time for the first time in this match. And it appears we have our first dry break.
Yeah, and that one was very high on the side rail. So hit that too full, or a bit too much backspin, or a combination.
If Mark can get this one, especially on Liam's break as well, that'll be sending a message. I can see him taking on this bank here. Bottom right hand pocket. Nope. It's gone safe. Oh well, it's not worked out. And could that be, we were saying earlier on about, you know, Mark hasn't, I don't think he's played in this table yet in this event. And he's maybe just the pace of the brand new cloth getting away from him a little bit there. And I think that's definitely where Liam does have an advantage in this match.
It looks like he's going to try and slow roll this one and leave potential combo. This one could be over early. And is.
Yeah, Mark's not going to be happy with that one. Again, it was another unforced error from Mark. I fancied him to take on that bank, to be honest with you, and with him being the aggressive player that we know he is, definitely very surprised.
You'd rather go back and do it now. Definitely.
So Ben, it's great to have you back here then at GB9, and of course you're not playing. However, I believe tomorrow you have a referee's training session on, is that correct?
That is correct, yeah. That'll be running in the evening. It's a bit of a trial run. It's not something I really do too much of, but I thought now's the time, really. It's
I mean, it's a great time to become a referee, given how successful the World 9-Ball Tour has been. For someone who's passionate about Q Sports, it could well be the perfect thing for them. And is that still available for people to sign up for, or have entries now closed for that?
Entries have now closed for this one. I just want a small group of people, really. It's not something, if I'm charging people for my time, I don't want them to be too spread out. I want to be able to spend a lot of time with everybody that's coming. So
100%.
But yeah, it's just going to be a bit different to some of the referee courses that are out there, where that focus mainly on learning the rules, and I think that's something people can do in their own time rather than going through pages and pages of rules.
Yeah,
it's
I agree.
Far more to do with positioning and etiquette around the table, and the sort of things that don't really get taught to players. You know, I see a lot of referees with badges, they're all qualified, and you watch them and they just stay still in the corner, and you just question if anybody's taught them the really important things, I would say.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to be doing something a bit different.
Excellent. That's really good, really exciting. And I guess for anyone who would be interested in doing a future course, just to contact you, I guess, on your socials.
Yeah, absolutely. You can get hold of me at the Pool Ref is my handle on socials. That's the easiest way to get in contact, or the poolref@hotmail.com. That's fine too. And yeah, we will see how tomorrow goes. Very likely to be running another one at event 4, because I had a lot of people interested who couldn't make these dates. And we've had a lot of interest from overseas as well, so maybe that's something to look at in the future.
Fantastic. Good. Yeah, get yourself involved then if you are someone who's interested in potentially refereeing, and look at the great life you could potentially lead in doing such a thing. No one better to learn from than the best referee at the moment.
Yeah, that's very kind of you to say. As this kick
Oh,
shot.
what a shot. It's a shame he's not got a reward, I don't think. I'm just looking at his body language around the table. He doesn't look too happy. Yeah, I mean, that confirms it. So he's got to try and kick it. He's going to try and kick it in. It's not a bad idea, really, because the cue ball is going to be running loose. He wants to obviously come out towards, roughly centre table. And saying that, I mean, there's a lot of balls to avoid in coming round if he does manage to cut this in.
Learned from his semi-final, he knows his angles with his great
Oh, beautiful.
kick combo shot that he played, and he's pulled it off again.
It's a great shot. He's managed to control that cue ball quite nicely as well, and give himself a good effort at this 3. Doesn't have to do too much. 1 rail, potentially 2 rail for this 4. I think if he can get himself on this 4 nicely, that's going to be the hardest part of this rack over. 3's in, and he's got a shot in the 4. He's played it really well. He's playing really well right now, Liam. He's cueing the ball fantastically. The cue ball's just settled on the rail there just at the last second to make it that little bit harder on this 4. I still don't think it's going to put him off too much. The 5 does go quite clearly into the top right, if that's what he wanted to do. He could even swing it round 2 rails for the 5 in the bottom right. He's got options. Doesn't want to do anything too complicated though, given where the cue ball is. Yep, there we are. So just, I guess the 5 can go on the side as well.
And he does choose to play the 5 into the side and drifts up nicely for the 6. Bit straight here, but doesn't have to do a lot. He'll be happy to leave some distance. And yeah, just his decision making so far seems to be the better of the 2. Didn't try to do too much there.
To be fair as well to Mark, you know, I think Williams had more opportunities. I think the table's maybe been slightly kinder in terms of the layouts of the balls. Needs it to go. He's all right. He's all right.
And he stood up on that shot as if it was going to be short, but all for the cameras. That was absolutely fine.
Got really soft touch. That's what I like about Liam's game. Doesn't hit the ball too hard. And there we go. So 6-1 for Liam Monk. Mark Capito's in big trouble here. He's over halfway home. What an amazing achievement it would be for Liam Monk as well to, as we said earlier on, just kind of come out of nowhere. No one really considered him a contender in the slightest bit, and that's nothing against him. You know, he's been here for the last couple of events, but hasn't really done anything spectacular. But that's the beauty of these GB9 events. People just come out of nowhere, hit a bit of form, and before you know it, their name is amongst all these greats of British 9-ball pool. You mentioned names earlier on, Ben. You were looking at the trophy. I imagine it's going to be Imran, Mark Gray, Carl Boyes, Darren Appleton, all these greats.
Pretty much.
How great would it be to have your name alongside them? And we might have Liam Monk's name on there in about half an hour's time, I would say.
Yeah, Andy there, the referee, just took a quick look before the break at where Liam had placed the cue ball, so it must have been very close to being outside of that break box, but obviously satisfied with what he saw. That's the thing, when you've got a refereed match, you've got to make sure you're playing to all the rules.
Absolutely. Well, they don't come more professional than Andy, that's for sure. And like I said earlier on with Mark Capito, he doesn't want to. He might be desperate to get himself on the table and try and manufacture something, but doesn't want to give anything else up. He's already gifted a couple of great opportunities. Safety play has not been on point. That's a decent shot though. It is an open shot that's been left for Liam, and he's got the chance to put Mark in trouble.
Yeah, he's run on a little bit further than he meant to.
Ben, it's been an absolute pleasure doing the final with you once again. I have been called for a match, so I'm going to leave you. But yeah, thank you very much. Been a pleasure.
No problem. Good luck in your match.
And let's hope Mark Capito can come back and make this a real showpiece final.
Yeah, we'd love to see that. As Graham departs. Liam's played a reasonable safety shot there. Giving Mark a kick. Which he hits absolutely full in the face, getting the maximum distance between those balls that he can. But again, he has left a shot. Yeah, I'm just asking for the cue ball to be cleaned. And Yates obliges. Deposits the 2 nicely and uses the 9 to hold the cue ball. And you can tell he's feeling confident. He's just now rapidly moving through these balls. Just about enough angle he's left on this 6 to get back out for the 7. But he has underhit that. And maybe could be a lifeline that Mark is desperately looking for. 6-1 up. Still probably the right shot to play safe, but I wonder if he might just be tempted to try and keep Mark in his chair and play a bank. And he has gone for it, and he's absolutely nailed that. Swish into the middle pocket. And this lead is fast becoming unassailable. Not quite there yet, of course. But 7-1 is exactly where you'd want to be if you're looking for your first GB9 title. As I'm joined in the commentary box by TYPLive's very own Sam Jones. Hi Sam, how are you?
Good afternoon, Ben, and well, just before John Parker comes over, I thought I'd jump in. Gives me a break from the TD's desk, which is quite a change for me. What a one-sided final we're seeing here.
So far, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think anybody expected it. But it's 9-ball. Any result is really possible at any match. But yeah, Liam's definitely been the more coherent of the players. Mark's just been in and out of it, really. A lot of movement on some of his earlier shots. But he's got a good chance this time. Nice open shot on the 2. Doesn't have to do too much.
It's the 3 to the 4, really, that's gone with the crunch balls there.
And any angle will be okay. Just jacking up on this a bit. Stops the cue ball dead. Leaves him plenty of angle now to run this 3 rails.
Great to see a nice crowd in on this Saturday night here at Spots and Stripes in Redhill.
Yeah, it's definitely buzzing in here. A lot of people playing on the English pool tables that are available.
Well, where's the cue ball going? Where's the cue ball going? Simply where he doesn't want it to go when you are 7-1 down.
I honestly thought he was going to play forwards and off the top rail first. Instead, he plays straight across with reverse side. And he's been a bit unfortunate. He's found the exact line to find that corner pocket. And things are not going his way. Ian probably can't believe his luck, because that looked like a fairly open layout. Mark just can't catch a break at the moment. So just needs to take care here. And just as I say that, he runs straight into a ball he doesn't need to. Makes this a lot tougher.
Well, it's easy to say while you're sat here, but full focus and just roll the ball in.
Honestly, that's all he's been doing so far. He's been, if you'd pick anybody in the room to pot this at the moment, it'd be Liam. He hasn't been overplaying anything, and he doesn't again.
Played it with a little bit of side and checked it off the cushion.
Still a little tester here. Absolutely fine. Navigates it well.
The 9 to go where Mark's cue ball went.
And it's fair to say Mark's got it all to do. It's so difficult in this alternate break format, because Liam's going to get chances from his own break, as he has done so far.
I will go and find where Mr. Parker is for you. I thought it was coming straight to the commentary box.
No, that's okay. If people have to suffer with my voice, I'm sorry, that's what it is.
Well, I'll do that. Jump back into the TD box, and we'll see you all very, very shortly.
So Liam breaks off in rack number 10 with this massive lead. This time, no open shot, or no open pot on the two, I should say, but look at that cluster down the bottom right. That's prime for a good safety shot here. Liam coming off the left-hand side, will be aiming with the line of the cue ball to get behind those cluster of balls. He's just about managed it. Thought he might run a bit short, but he hasn't. So jump cue in hand for Mark. And this is going to be so tough, even if he potted it, just to get on the 3. He had to try and make something happen. It doesn't look like today is going to be his day. But But it's never over till it's over, as we've seen on this table all day. Big leads have been fought back from. Matt Wrigley fighting back from 6-2 down to beat Imran Majid earlier. Yeah, no problem with catching the 8 there. So much open table to aim at. Just stays short side, doesn't try anything heroic there. Super quick. We've been playing less than an hour. So looking forward to October on the World 9-Ball Tour. Hanoi Open, 7th till the 12th. My favourite Open event, that one. That's going to be followed by the Reyes Cup. Asia versus the rest of the world, 16th till the 19th. That's going to be super close, I think. And then we follow that up with the Philippines Open, 21st till the 26th. Our first open event of the modern era in the Philippines. Mark successful on the break this time. But that's 6 and 7. Blocked his pocket for the 2. So I can only try to play safe. This time he's given up a shot, as he seems to have done it pretty much every time, unfortunately, in this final. But that 6-7 is a problem at the top left. Don't think you can make it into a combo. Loads of inside spin there to throw the cue ball out to the right hand side of the table. And this is starting to look like a bit of a procession to the line for Liam. And I have no doubt at some point he'll be trying to do something with that 6-7, because it just won't cost him too much even if it goes wrong. The worst that can happen is he loses the rack, and he's so far ahead. So, nice angle here. As I'm very pleased to be joined once again in the commentary box by John Park, who's been helping me out most of the day. Hi, John.
Good evening, Ben. How are we? Glad to be here commentating on this electric final. This is an absolute... This is my first time seeing the score, fellas. And this is a dismantling.
And it really
9-1.
has been. It really has been from the start. Mark's really struggled to get into this match. The only thing that's gone right there for Liam in taking that shot on is he didn't break up the 6-7. But he always felt like he was going to take something on.
This is a tough ask. Is he looking at this to the middle and trying to draw back and get these out, or just settle for trying to engineer some sort of plan?
He hasn't really stopped attacking, even when he's had chances.
So, let's see. Maybe he's got enough of a gap between the 6 and 7 to engineer a plant here. Well, I mean, I played Mark yesterday, and I'm a big fan of his game. He's got a lovely attacking style. He's got a lovely cue action. So he's made a plant there. He's got a little thin one here. He'll be going twice across with the cue ball here. Yeah. As Earl Strickland would say, for all you amateurs at home, don't be tempted to try and hold those. Use that second cushion. It's your friend.
Oh, this is short.
Yeah, he quit on that. You could see it. He just quit on it.
Like I say, he's had a lot of body movement, unfortunately, during some tricky shots.
He's going for his extension. He's looking at the angle to take this to the bottom right. Little draw stroke here, and you shouldn't have to worry about the scratch. Just make sure of the pot. Oh, he's gone forward. Yeah, that works too. Good shot.
Great shot.
Desperately wants to keep Liam off the hill. I've said it almost every match I've commentated on, but in this alternate breaks format, I always think so long as you can just keep them off the hill, so you don't have to worry about a break and run coming along and ruining your day. There's still life in it. Just keep them off the hill.
If he does manage to pull a comeback here, Mark, it will probably be the greatest one GB9's ever seen. But nothing's impossible.
Dennis Taylor could do it in 1985. Mark can do it now. Can you tell who my favourite player is from that era? I've got the accent, I've got the glasses, and I've got the skill with the rest, i.e. none. Sorry, Dan. So Liam to break here, looking for a ball, looking for a chance to just get himself on the hill. Don't think he's got... Oh, he might have enough of that 3. Let's have a look at the other camera angle.
Tough to tell, really, from any of them.
Does he fancy the plant? It's a bit of a thinny. Nah, I think... Probably try and kick off the back of it, maybe try and kill the white in behind the 8. At the very least, just get the 3 up towards the baulk cushion. Imagine his heart might have leapt into his mouth there when he nearly caught that middle jaw. That could have been bad news. This is alright.
In the semi-final involving Mark, when he played Dean Shields, Dean at Hill had a very similar shot that he played, where he stuck Mark right up against the ball, but then the ball he hit just found its way straight into the middle pocket. It's a shot you'd never be able to play if you were playing it straight. And he had a bit of luck in that just to get to this final.
It's amazing the things that can happen on this 9 foot by 4.5 foot table. I mean, 9-2 up. Do you fire at the bank? Yeah.
Yeah, he did it as well at 8-1 up. He just didn't refuse anything.
You've got to. Whatever you do, don't take your foot off his neck. You know, he's got Mark where he wants him. He just wants to just keep him in his chair. You know, punish absolutely everything. And both these players quite attacking in their game anyway, which is always lovely to see. That's nice. Nice little draggy shot just to stay nice and relatively straight on the 6. You fancy him for these. Nice. I like running this down so you're low on the 8. So you know you're going to be near the cushion. I think he's quite straight on this 7. So if you know you're going to be kind of queuing off the cushion a little bit, just look at yourself like below the 8 if you can. That way you can just like float it off the rail, back out again. He's got a bit of angle here. Would have maybe liked a little bit more. This is fine. There you go. And just top it over for the 9 in the same pocket. He's just got a little bit of right hand side on that to end up. So there we go. 10-2. He's punished that well. Lovely bank to get things going. Play positively, you get rewarded, folks.
So 9 in a row is the ask for Mark Capito. It's a massive ask. One of the biggest comebacks I've ever seen. It was Shane Van Boning against Mika Immonen. And that was in the World Championships that Shane won. I think it was 22. And Mika Immonen was, I'm going to say he was 10-3 up in a race to 11. It was the time when we still had one on the spot, so on the break there was more or less a guaranteed wing ball.
This was winner breaks, I'm assuming.
But it was winner breaks, yeah.
Oh, I bet Mika was happy.
He did have chances. He had a few chances. It's not like he sat in his chair while Shane just ran them out.
I bet that made him even happier.
Yes. But point being, it can be done. It's just very, very rare.
So, Mark again, just not where he wants to be there off his break. You know, if he wants, if he's going to make this comeback, he wants to be really dictating the flow of the game as much as possible. He's not giving Liam any sort of a sniff in. And you know, that means, you know, dishing off his breaks if he can, or at the very least, you know, being able to play a convincing safety if the dish isn't there. That will do. Well, I don't think that's what he wanted. Or maybe, I don't know, just by his body language it's hard to tell. The shot itself looked fairly deliberate. Does he find the 6? He's got the 5 as well to hide behind. That's good.
Yeah, super solid. Just can't seem to do anything wrong at the minute, Liam Monk. Whereas, in comparison, that was probably one of those that's harder to miss. And just found the exact line where he didn't make contact.
Not to make a pun on his walk-on music, but Mark is in House of Pain at the moment. It was Mark that had House of Pain on the walk-on, wasn't it?
It was, but Liam will be jumping around if he takes this one out.
Phil Yates has got nothing on us.
Do you know what? I know he has his critics, but I love that man. He is an unbelievable talent.
He's irreplaceable.
So open chance now for Liam.
Oh, I got into that a bit.
Could have been worse. It looked like, as soon as he hit it, it looked like it might have settled very close to that bottom rail, but
Let's see. If you fire at this, you could catch the fall and see what you get. I'll tell you what, he's controlled that very well. He's really not scared of that kind of like draggy shot, just to hold things.
no, he plays it more often than pretty much anybody I've ever seen.
He's not afraid of it at all. I hate that shot. For me, if I play that, I'm just begging to miss. It's so easy to just throw the ball away from the pocket. So now, let's see what sort of angle he's got here. Oh yeah, plenty. God, from the other angle, that looks almost straight, doesn't it? Yeah, he's got a lovely angle just to punch over for the 6.
He's disappointed. He's very short of his mark.
So again here, just a thin one. You'll be looking to go twice across here. Trying to keep the white roughly level with the 3rd diamond down from bulk. And that's it. Great shot. No, he doesn't want to disturb this 8 if he can avoid it. Well, he could play it like, you know, near jaw, then off the 8. Well, I'd rather avoid disturbing it if it's already over the back. Yeah.
He's managed that with aplomb. So 2 balls away now from being crowned our Tour 3 GB9 champion. And he's a bit short here.
A bit betwixt in between there. He probably would have that. Oh.
Mark has offered the handshake, which Liam has taken.
Well, there
And-
it is. Tell you what, I'd be making him play that.
Oh, 100%, 100%. But Mark's seen enough. He's very happy he's the beaten finalist. Liam Monk is your Tour 3 champion.
Yeah, very well played. A great tournament all weekend.
Well, thanks, John, for joining me for the final part of that final.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thanks very much, Ben. And thanks to all you guys at home watching.
We've had a great main event here. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. The final, bit one-sided, but Liam put a great display on as he just packs his cues away. It's just time to remind you that we're not quite done yet. Tomorrow we will see the conclusion of the tiered events, Tier 1, Tier 2, and also the trial event, our pro event, which involves both these players and all the other players that made it to the quarter-final. And that will be on the winner breaks format.
Here we can see the coveted GB9 trophy on the table.
Yeah, so we'll just hand over now to Dan Sir to make the relevant presentations.
Alright guys, thank you very much. It's a one-sided final, to be honest with you. I think that's testament down to how well Liam played. So just have a quick word from Mark. It's only going to be a brief one, but Mark, commiserations. Obviously you've done amazingly to get to the final, especially after your massive battle against Dean Shields in the semi. Which didn't happen for you in the final, but are there any thoughts about the final?
First of all, I would like to thank the organizer for the great event, all the participants here. Thank you. I don't know. I'm always sitting down. Liam is playing. just Liam is a good player, fantastic player. He deserved it. He played good, and pressure was there. And also, I'm happy that I came to this.
So anybody couldn't hear that, basically you're going to smash them up in the next event. So there's a pro event, guys. We all know there's a pro event, so Mark and Liam could be facing each other again tomorrow in what is going to be a really interesting format. The 8 quarter finalists are going to be playing a little pro event. There's going to be a winner break format as well, so there's going to be a chance to win out some packs. So, but anyway, round of applause for Mark. Well done, mate. Cheers, mate. On to Liam, the spunk punk. I think, guys, we've seen what an absolutely one-sided final that was, and that's just testament down to Liam playing flawlessly, pretty much. It wasn't a case of getting so many rolls and a bit of luck or whatever, but it's just really, really good solid play. Liam, any thoughts about the final for yourself? Fantastic. He's speechless, everybody.
Just picked away, to be honest. I was focused, I think just picked, I was happy enough doing this last one.
Brilliant. So Liam, being the event 3 winner, is an Englishman. Last event we had Fraser Patrick, who's a Scotsman, and the first event was a Welshman. So now we just need something for Northern Ireland. Where's Liam McGee? So congratulations to Liam, well done, and obviously the trophy is going to be awarded by Julian.
I want to thank you, Dan, for putting up the tournament, Tops and Stripes, Tash, and my roomie Phil.
Brilliant, thanks very much. Yeah, make sure you get photos together first. We play a song again.
Come this one,
One sec.
You getting in the picture?
You getting in the picture? Get one.
John Park, Simon Hurst, Turtle 19, please.
Yeah, and both players quite rightly saying their thank yous to Dan for putting the event on. As the winners' photos are taken, like I say, we will be back tomorrow, similar time, around about 9:30, 10 a.m. tomorrow for the conclusion of the tiered events. But well done, Liam Monk. His moment in the spotlight here at GB9, and he will be back in the pro event tomorrow. We'll see if he can win that one as well. But for now, thank you and good night.
One more time, big round of applause for Liam, the spunk monk.
Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, a moment can live on forever.